Happy New Year, Huntington Beach. Here we are again, another year and another episode of Unlocking Huntington Beach. My name is Lane Stone, and a couple of the topics that we're going to be discussing for this episode of Unlocking HB, they're going to be related to New Year's resolution. And now we're not talking about going to the gym or eating healthy. These are going to be some activities that we can do around Huntington Beach, some different ideas that you can take home with you around our beautiful city of HB to incorporate and to make your 2026 healthier, happier, and just some ways to even give back to Huntington. Plus, at the end of the video, we are going to be doing a live tasting at a new donut shop that just opened up. You might have seen on the forums that lines were 2 to 3 hours long. We got our hands on a dozen different donuts, and I'll be tasting each and every one of them. When you think of New Year's resolution, I'm sure you're thinking of donuts, right? But anyways, I'm still going to be tasting each and every single one of them. I'll give you my take on what I feel these donuts are as far as taste and look and texture and all that good stuff. So let's dive in and let's start with New Year, New Routines, HB style. Since it's that time of the year, we have some ideas on what to do and what you can incorporate in addition to just maybe getting a workout routine or a healthy kick in or maybe doing a dry January. Those are all really good things to do. But let me give you a couple of other ideas that you can do in and around Huntington Beach. Let's start off with spending more time in Huntington Central Park. We have one of the best parks in all of Orange County. Huntington Central Park is amazing. You've got lakes, you've got wildlife, you've got places to sit, places to walk. We've got a great library nearby. We've got a hidden garden nearby. Like, it's just amazing to spend some time at Huntington Central Park. And did you know that Huntington Beach actually has 79, maybe even more now, parks around the city? We have a list actually of every single one of those parks, and it's a checklist. And we used to play a game, and maybe we can incorporate the game and put that in the show notes as well. But we used to say, hey, take a selfie at all 79 parks in Huntington Beach. So that was something that maybe we can do, but maybe go visit a park in addition to Huntington Central Park. With these 79 parks around Huntington Beach, there are 767 acres, 190 playgrounds, and this is already in addition to the 208 acres of public beach. So idea number one, spend more time at Huntington Central Park. Idea number two is check out the Huntington Beach Art Center. It's an easy way to support local art and do something different. I, for one, have only been there one time, and I've been in the city for over 30 years of my entire life, right? And so I think that's something that we can do that could be different, could be fun, could be giving back to local artists, seeing something different, seeing something creative, expanding your cultural horizons, if you will. And it's all right here in our beautiful city of Huntington Beach. So in addition to the parks, maybe go spend some time at the Art Center. Idea number three is visit the International Surfing Museum. We have a really cool museum in downtown Huntington Beach that most locals haven't even been themselves. And so that's something that we can consider doing and making a note of to do for 2026. And here's an idea, here's a challenge for you. And this is a great way to give back to Huntington Beach, give back to the local businesses, give back to the small businesses, give back to our locals that are working in these businesses. And what if you were to try one new local spot per month, whether it's coffee, food, small item, maybe a donut shop. It's okay if maybe there's multiple locations around the state or around the country, because they still are employing our locals too. But what if there's a spot in Huntington Beach that you've never been to before, and you can try one new spot per month, expand your horizons here in Huntington Beach, and give back to local businesses? So that would be a really good idea. Now, here are some cool hobbies to try this year. We're talking walking clubs, fitness groups. Definitely go on to meetup.com or look into the Reddit. There's a Huntington Beach Reddit subreddit there. There's also forums on Facebook, and you can find all sorts of clubs. Even go to Instagram and just put Huntington Beach Run Club, Huntington Beach Walking Club. There's a couple that are available, and they're growing, and it's a really good way to network with people around the city, stay healthy. So consider walking clubs or casual fitness groups. Come on, we have wonderful beaches here. If you're not surfing right now, or you haven't tried surfing, maybe try surfing, take that up. 2026 is a year for you to try something new. And if maybe surfing's not your thing, but you want to get up on a board, paddle boarding is a good idea. That's really fun, a great workout, good to get outside, see the sun, get some vitamin D. Maybe you're interested in learning about photography or videography. Again, we have 79 parks. We have the Bolsa Chica Wetlands. We have Huntington Central Park. We've got the beach. We've got downtown Main Street. We've got some really cool spots in and around Huntington Beach for you to enjoy this hobby. There's secret parks that people don't even know about. There's butterfly parks. There's so many different things around this beautiful city that would be wonderful for if you're a photographer or videographer. And then the other idea is reading more and actually leaving your house to do it. I, for one, try to do this on Fridays just to get out for 30 minutes to an hour and just go to Huntington Beach Central Park or a different park and just open up a book. There's no better way to be in nature and read. Take up cooking or baking or tasting your way through Huntington Beach. I know that there's people, I believe second floor, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were doing cake making classes and all that stuff, cake decorating, classes. And there's different restaurants and businesses around Orange County that do fun things and do classes, and you can expand your horizons when it comes to cooking, baking, tasting, and then volunteering at local events. That's something that we're really passionate about. We do a lot of that on our real estate team, and we're going to be giving back and doing it again in 2026. So if you're looking for a way to get involved with volunteering, reach out to me and you can help us with some of our events. So that's an easy way to do it. Or I can put you in contact with some of the other nonprofits or the chamber and all sorts of good stuff around Huntington Beach to get involved and volunteer at local events, because maybe that's something you really want to do for us here in Huntington Beach for 2026. Now, let's transition to a different segment, and we're going to talk about what's in the news for January. The Huntington Beach Public Library, they're hosting a walking audiobook club. So when we were talking about cool hobbies to try, and we're talking about maybe a walking club, maybe a read and get outside more, well, guess what? On January 15th at 9 a.m., that's the next meeting that they're going to have. And they said you can listen to an audiobook and walk, or if you don't even want to listen to an audiobook and you want to talk to others that aren't, you can just walk around and be a part of this walking club. So that would be an interesting idea for you to get out, meet new people, get out into nature, get your exercise going, get your steps in, maybe open up and read a new book. So to consider doing the Huntington Beach Public Library Walking Audiobook Club. And if you want more information on that, that will be in our show notes as well. Here is a quick feel-good local moment that I love seeing and hearing about. And you might have remembered during one of the events that we had in downtown Huntington Beach that there was a helicopter crash, and it caused some injuries, specifically a 12-year-old resident of Huntington Beach who was injured during that crash. Well, Sammy Hagar, the musician, I was reading that, and according to the LA Times, that he delivered a $10,000 check to the 12-year-old that was injured. So it's a good reminder that there's a lot of generosity out there in Huntington Beach. And I really like to see that somebody like this 12-year-old, who was unfortunately injured in an accident, Sammy Hagar took care of him on a $10,000 check. So love reading news like that, and I love sharing those. So hopefully more good news to come in 2026. All right, so the moment that I think we're kind of waiting for here, let's do a little donut tasting, shall we? So new year, new donut. There was a new donut shop that opened up called Parlor Doughnuts. I believe they said Huntington Beach was their 100th location. So it's not like a brand new mom and pop donut shop, but that's okay because these donuts are famous. They're employing our locals, so that's a good thing. And I was reading on the forums that some of these waits were blocks long, 2 to 3 hour wait long. We even got some of these donuts today and had to wait a little bit for them too, but we brought 12 donuts of different flavors with us. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a food connoisseur. Maybe I am. I love self-described food connoisseur, but I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on each of these donuts, but I'm going to need help. I know Erica's here with us. Erica's our Gen Zer, by the way, so she's the one behind the lens and the one helping us. She's the one that encouraged me to even start this podcast, by the way. So if you're liking this podcast, thank Erica. If you're not liking this podcast, blame Erica. But nevertheless, she's got a box of donuts. So I say we just bring the donuts in, bring them on over. Let's take a look. They're open. Oh my gosh. And she's going to help us and tell us which one we're trying here. I can smell them from here. These donuts are about 3 feet away or more, and I can definitely smell them. Actually, let me see the box. Can we see the box real quick? We can maybe show off the box. Okay, so I don't want to lose any of these donuts, but if you can see it, there you go. There's the Parlor Doughnuts. We're gonna maybe put a B-roll clip and open up and see what the donuts look like, but I'll give these back to you, and you just maybe hand me one donut at a time and let me know what I'm trying. Yes. Okay. Look what this looks like. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I really wanted to, maple donuts are my favorite, so they had a couple different options. They had a maple pecan and a maple bacon, and we got both of them. And look, oh my God, I don't know if you can see this, but like it's gooey. It's light though, it's fluffy. I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get messy. I've got appointments after this. Okay, don't watch me eat. Okay, yeah, Erica said a sleigh. Yeah, it's a sleigh. Here's my thoughts. So it has it's a crunchy outside, soft middle. You've got the sweetness of the maple, the saltiness of the bacon. I like that. I can still have the bacon taste in my and in the back of my mouth here. I do like the combo of maple bacon. As somebody whose favorite donut is maple, I wish that I could have it just maple only, but that was a good start. Okay, the next one is a Campfire. Marshmallows are my favorite, and s'mores are my favorite. So that's why I wanted to get this one, because I saw that they had little mini mallows on the top. Again, this thing is messy. It's light though. So let's give this another bite. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have 12 donuts today. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have chocolate all over my mouth when I do this, by the way. So I like this one actually better than the maple bacon on it, and I thought that maple would have been my favorite. The donut was, to me, that one was even softer. I like the textures of it. As a s'more fan, I think that was a big win for me. Churro. Yes. Oh my gosh, churro. Okay. Oh, it even kind of did it like a churro at the end, like a little twisty at the end. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna eat that twisty part. So it's softer than a churro, obviously, but they do have the elements and the flavors of churro. It kind of reminds me of those churros from Disneyland with a little chocolate on top. So that one's really good. So if you like the Disneyland churros and you like that flavor, then the churro one's going to be for you. Toast. French toast. Okay, so only 9 more to go, right? What do I have to cleanse my palate between the two of these? Okay, so this is the only one that, to me, doesn't taste like what the title of it. So it didn't really taste like a French toast to me. It was a little it was sweet. So if you like a sweet donut, that's for you. I'm not really interested in stuff that's that sweet. That one did not taste like French toast to me.
Strawberry shortcake.
Okay. They actually have strawberries on there. Strawberry shortcake. Here we go. I'm not a fan of like fruit on donuts particularly, but it was refreshing. It was nice to have the bite of the strawberry. Again, it wasn't like a strong, powerful, overwhelming flavor of anything that was standing out, but you can definitely taste the strawberry of it.
How's the
texture on that one? Texture on that one's very similar to the maple bacon. It had a crunchy exterior with a soft interior. And yeah, it was. There's nothing. Believe me, there's nothing here that I hate. By the way, I would eat any one of these donuts. Okay, I'm gonna need a nap after this. Okay, raspberry pistachio. Okay. So on the strawberry shortcake, the strawberry really stood out for there. And when I mentioned that I'm not really a fan of like fruit on my donuts, that one had a higher or more strong of a strawberry profile. This one, the raspberry was not powerful, or it wasn't overwhelming at all. And I really didn't taste too much of the pistachio. So I think if you're going to go for a fruit one and you don't want one that's overly powerfully fruity, then that would be a good one to go with. All right, so we're five donuts in. We had to do a little bit of a take because the team wanted to give me some paper towels and some water to cleanse the palate, and because this is kind of crazy to do 12 different donuts, and I want to give a proper review on all 12 of these without having some of the tastes kind of combined. So it's nice to have that cleansed palate. So let's go with the next one. What is this one?
This one's a bourbon caramel.
Oh, bourbon caramel. This is one of the ones that I was excited to try. Like if I was gonna get one, it would be one of the maple ones or this one. So let me give this a shot. No, it's perfect. So texture is great. I love that the top of it is completely covered. So every bite you're gonna get that caramel bourbon flavor, and it's not over powerful. It's not too strong. It's just the right amount of taste. And so this one's a big win for me. Okay, Sandy Beach is a cinnamon sugar powdered glaze. So I mean that seems like it kind of would be like a churro type of thing too. But this one's a little bit sweeter than the caramel bourbon, I think. So if you like something that's coated properly all the way on top, so every bite you get, some of that good flavor, and you like something more on the sweeter side, this would be a really good one. Sandy Beach. Chocolate. I love chocolate. Oh my gosh. So chocolate. When I get ice cream, it's like chocolate ice cream for sure. So chocolate. It looks like it's got little chocolate chips on top. I'm going to take a bite over here because it looks like there's some frosting from the other one got on there. And I want to do this right. You definitely get the chocolate flavor. And what I like about this too is the crunch from the chocolate chips. So it's a little bit break on the the texture of having, this being my, what, I don't know, eighth donut or something like that, of everything being kind of soft, but like, so having a little crunch of the chocolate chip was nice and it's good flavor. Turtle cheesecake. Okay, so what's on this turtle cheesecake besides, my guess is like cheesecake frosting of some sort?
Yes,
And
you have chocolate and caramel glaze with some pecans on top.
I see the pecans on top. Okay. Okay. What's it called? Turtle cheesecake?
Yes.
Okay, turtle cheesecake. Here we go. If you like donuts and you like cheesecake, this is definitely the combo. You got the flavors of the cheesecake from the frosting on top. You've got the nice textures from the pecans. And this one was actually a little bit of a crunchier donut on the exterior. Still, every donut's been really soft on the inside, which is really nice, but it's nice to have a little crunch on the exterior. That one's probably one of the more crunchy ones that I've had from the exterior. Blueberry Hill?
Yeah.
So it's just a blueberry donut? Basically a blueberry donut. Okay, Blueberry Hill. Here we go. So when you have bagel with blueberry cream cheese and you've got like the flavors of that blueberry cream cheese, it's the same thing. It doesn't have like a cream cheese taste, so I don't want to say it is like a blueberry cream cheese, but I don't know if you can understand what I mean, but when you have the blueberry cream cheese, that flavor of the blueberry from the blueberry cream cheese is the same flavor from this frosting. Maple pecan, here we go. Last one, maple. I love maple. Let me get a little bite. Okay, I love anything maple. I like it even better than the maple bacon, honestly. So maple's a win for me. If I had to choose my top three, just looking at this, okay, I love that caramel bourbon. That was my number one. I would say the Campfire was my number two. And then number three, I can't believe I'm going with the fruit one, but I'm going to say raspberry pistachio. And the reason why I'm going to say that one is because it wasn't like a punch in your face type of fruit one. It was very subtle. It was very good. And then I like the pistachio with it. So those are my top three. But that's it for the tasting. I really encourage you guys to check it out and see what all the fuss is about. I mean, it is a really good donut. I'm not going to lie. And it's, I don't know, it's a good location right there on PCH by Main Street. It's going to be a hit in the summer, I'll tell you that. And I think that there's going to be a lot of good things to come for Parlor Doughnuts. So welcome. Thank you for choosing Huntington Beach to be your 100th location. I think that's great. I don't want to see these. I think we're done with the donuts for a while. Thank you. But as we continue throughout January and throughout the rest of 2026, we're going to continue to bring you local news, events, highlight some businesses that are opening up, maybe even continue to do some of these live tastings. And we have some interviews in store for us coming up in the future. So hopefully you are getting something out of this Unlocking Huntington Beach. If, as always, we are easily available on social media. So on Instagram, you can find us at Unlocking HB. We're going to be on YouTube at Unlocking Huntington Beach. So you just research or search in the search bar on YouTube, Unlocking Huntington Beach, and you'll find us. You're on Spotify, Apple Music. And if there's something that I talked about, whether it's the list for the parks or it's a link to the donut shop, the parlor, like we have all of that in the show notes. So if you're driving right now, make sure you save this episode and check out the show notes. If you're listening to it right now, just look in the description and we have that. So thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Unlocking Huntington Beach. As always, my name is Lane Stone. I look forward to bringing you another episode next week, and I'll leave you with this: do good. Huntington Beach deserves it.